Hello everyone, welcome to statistics class. If you have not subscribed yet to my channel, please subscribe, press bell icon and press all button so that you can get instant notifications of more videos. In today's class, 5 marks important and most likely questions based on time series analysis we shall have the discussion. In that, moving averages method, which is one of the methods of measuring trend. In this moving averages method, we will have odd yearly moving averages and even yearly moving averages. As we know already, odd yearly in the sense 3 yearly, 5 yearly, etc. and even yearly in the sense 2 yearly, 4 yearly, etc. If you are watching the video in mobile, please hold in this position for better learning experience. If you are watching in laptop, it's always better experience of learning. Now 3 yearly moving averages we shall calculate. Question is given like this: obtain the trend values by 3 yearly moving averages for the given data. This is what is the given data, years and sales in terms of 1000. First we shall take down the data in terms of tabular columns. These are years starting from 1995 to 2004, and then sales in terms of 1000 it is given 86,000, 63,000 and so on up to 150,000. Now it is asked 3 yearly moving averages to be calculated. For that, first we shall have 3 yearly moving totals. It is 3 yearly moving totals. And after that we have to calculate 3 yearly moving averages. Now 3 yearly moving totals, that is first, second and third, these are to be added. 86 plus 63 plus 45. When you add these, you are going to get 194 as the answer. This answer has to be written in between these 3 years, 1995, 1996 and 1997. For these 3 years, sales we have added and the middle year is 1996. That's why in front of 1996, I have to write this 194. Then after that, first value is to be just left out. We can just tick it that it is completed. And second value onwards, 3 values are to be added: 63, 45 and 58. When you add, you're going to get 166 as the value. And in the mid of these 3, I have written. Then again, second one is also completed. From third one, 1, 2, 3. These 3 are to be added. You're going to get 146. And then from third also it is completed. From fourth onwards, 3 values are to be added. When you add these, you're going to get 158. Like this if you perform, next you get 198, 275 and then 318 and 370. When you add 120, 100 and 150, you are going to get 370 as the total. Mid of these 3 years, here you are writing. Right after this, if you count 1 and 2 values alone are there, to add another one to have 3 yearly total, no more other values are there. So at this stage only we have to stop. 120, 100 and 150 when we add, when we have written here 370, there only we have to stop, because after leaving this 120, 100, 150 and further nothing is there to be added as 3 yearly moving totals. Hope it is clear. Now, we have calculated 3 yearly moving totals already and 3 yearly moving averages are required. these 3 yearly moving totals divided by 3 when you perform, you are going to get 3 yearly moving averages. So 194 divided by 3, it is 64.66. In the similar way, 166 divided by 3 when we perform, we are going to get 55.33. In the similar way, next these are the values when we divide all these values by 3. 48.66. So these are the 3 yearly moving averages. These can even be called as trend values. Whatever we have calculated now, 3 yearly moving averages, they can even be referred as trend values based on 3 yearly moving averages. Now we have to observe here one more thing, that first and last year values you are going to get blank, because we had taken 3 yearly moving totals here, and at the mid of those values we had written, so first value will be blank. Now after calculating these 3 yearly moving averages or trend values, we have to observe these values whether they are increasing or decreasing, or sometimes increasing, sometimes decreasing. Now 64.66 is there as the answer. After that 55.33, then it started decreasing as compared to 64. 55 is decreasing. Further 48, it is decreasing. And after that, as compared to 48, 52, again it is increased. So sometimes it is decreasing and sometimes it is increasing. So that such a situation, we express it to be oscillatory trend. So the conclusion has to be written at the end. The given data shows oscillatory trend. So this is what is the answer expected to be calculated, 3 yearly moving averages. Next we shall go for 5 yearly moving averages, quite similar to 3 yearly moving averages. Therein we had taken 3 yearly totals. Here we have to take 5 yearly totals. That's all. So what the question is given, we shall observe. Year and the values are given. First we shall note them down in terms of a tabular column in the answer. So after noting down, what we have to calculate, since 5 yearly moving averages are asked, 5 yearly moving totals. And after 5 yearly moving totals, they are to be divided by 5 in order to get 5 yearly moving averages. These 5 yearly moving averages can be called even as trend values. So now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 5 are to be added and mid-year has to be found out, that is 2002 when we compare to 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003 and 2004. The mid-year is 2002. So when we add all these 5 values, we have to write in front of that mid value. You're going to get the total as 89. So let me write in front of 2002. And after that, what has to be done? 10 has to be left out. It is completed. From 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 5 are to be added. If you add, you are going to get 109. Then this 15 also is over. Then from 18, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When we add, you are going to get 127. In the similar way, when we add further, we are going to get 149 and 178 as the answers. See here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When we add these, we are going to get 178 and the mid value is 2006. That's why in front of 2006 this one is written. After this, from 25, 1, 2, 3, 4. Further value is not there to be calculated fifth value, so that we have to stop at the same step. Then after this, these 5 yearly moving totals, whatever we have calculated, these are to be divided by 5 in order to get 5 yearly moving averages. So 89 divided by 5 when you perform, you're going to get 17.8. Then 109 divided by 5, it is 21.8. In a similar way, you're going to get the values 25.4, 29.8 and 35.6. Now again, we have to observe these trend values or 5 yearly moving averages, whether they are increasing, decreasing or oscillatory. So 17, after that 21 is there, that means increased. After that 25, again increased. After that 29, again increased, and at last till 35.6. So continuously it is increasing values. Therefore, the conclusion has to be written: the given data shows upward trend, or it can even be written as increasing trend. It is increasing trend. So this much has to be compulsorily written. Here, when you calculate any of these trend values, 3 yearly, 4 yearly or 5 yearly moving averages, in front of which year you are writing those totals, averages, all those matters. So position has to be proper. Writing in the middle years is very important, and after that giving this conclusion also is very, very important. And one more thing you have to note here, in 3 yearly moving averages, only first value and last value was blank. In terms of 5 yearly moving averages, first 2 values will be blank and last 2 values will be blank. In the similar way, we can keep here also in the moving averages. So this is how these 5 yearly moving averages problem have to be solved. Next we shall go for 4 yearly moving averages. In that, the question we shall see once: calculate trend values by 4 yearly moving averages for the following data. Data is given as years and production. So first let us take down the given data in terms of answer. So years as well as production have been taken. You can observe here one thing, students. In 3 yearly, 5 yearly moving averages, we did not leave rows in between the data taken. But here for 4 yearly, especially for any even yearly moving averages, we have to leave one row in between, which will give us clarity in terms of middle year and the values where are to be written. Now, since it is 4 yearly moving averages, I will have to calculate 1, 2, 3 and 4 values. So these 4 values when I add, I am going to get 1964. Where that has to be written? See, 1, 2, 3 and 4. These are the 4 years. Mid of these 4 years is middle of these two, 2002 and 3. That means here this is the position wherein we can get the middlemost observation. That's why this 1964 answer has to be written here in the middle. And after that, first value has to be left out. First value is over and second onwards, 1, 2, 3 and 4. These 4 when you add, you're going to get 2002. The mid of these 4 is at this particular stage. That means 2002 has to be written here. Next, further, second value also to be left out. From third, 4 values are to be added. These 4 values we have to add. We are going to get 2027. This is what is the answer, and mid of these 4 years it is to be written. Further, if we calculate in the similar way, we are going to get, so these are the 4 yearly moving totals. So let us write the heading. These are 4 yearly moving totals. Now, when we keenly observe these 4 yearly moving totals, these are not matching with the given time periods. For an example, this 1964, whether it is matching with the given time points? No. Given time points are 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, like this. It's not matching with the given time periods. That's the reason, once again, we will have these two values addition, and at the mid of these two, we are going to write this total. That will be referred to as 2 item moving totals. 2 item moving totals. So these are the items which we are referring. So 2 item moving totals, when we calculate 1964 plus 2002, that is resulting in 3966. That is to be written mid of these two. We have to be very, very careful, students. Then first one is over. Then these two are to be added, 2002 and 2027. When we add these two, we are going to get 4029, where it is to be written mid of these, 4029. In the similar way, when we perform for the remaining observations, we are going to get, okay, now 4 yearly moving averages are being asked in the question, isn't it? 4 yearly moving averages are asked. So now at last, 4 yearly moving averages we have to calculate. Or it can be referred to as trend values also. So for this, first and foremost, we have added 4 values, and then that has been written here as the mid value, and rest of the 4 values, by leaving the first one, we have written here as the 4 yearly moving totals. So once when we have done this and it is not matching with the given time periods, then these two again we added as the 2 items, and then mid value of these we have written. So once we have added 4 values, and then these 2 values we have added. So 4 multiplied by 2, it is 8. So these 2 item moving totals are to be divided by 8. So 3966 divided by 8, when we perform, we are going to get 495.75. Next, again 4029 divided by 8, it is 503.625. Similarly, when we perform all these values divided by 8, we are going to get, okay, now 4 yearly moving averages or trend values, when we have calculated, we have to see them whether they are increasing, decreasing or oscillatory. Accordingly, the interpretation or the conclusion has to be written. Now 495, after that 503, it got increased, 511, 529, 553, 572. Throughout, it is increasing those trend values, so that the conclusion has to be written as upward trend or increasing trend. So conclusion, let me write here. So this is how 4 yearly moving averages values have to be calculated. Now it is practice time for you. Here, the questions which have been appeared already in the previous years of board examinations, some of such questions are picked and given for your practice in the next page. Practice them. Once when you will sit and work out, you can get complete confidence in solving those kind of problems. So here are some of the problems to your workout. Work them out, and all the best to each one of you. Thank you. Message in WhatsApp to join WhatsApp broadcast group. You can join Telegram group also. Link is given in the description box. Thank you once again. See you in the next video.